Loading snacks.
What it do, snackers, snackettes, and snack X's? It's your boy Gage. We're here at AwesomeCon 2025.
AwesomeCon!
So check this out. There is some manga in front of me, like nothing you've ever seen before. I'm gonna have you introduce yourself to everyone who's watching, Loui. Please do so. Tell everybody who you are.
What up? Loui, manga creator, mangaka, however you want to say it.
Yeah.
From France originally. I grew up in West Africa.
Yeah.
And recently published with Fair Square Graphics in the US with my new series Red Flower, which is going to be what we call an Afro manga series. It's a short story. It's going to be 5 volumes.
Okay.
And it tells tales of adventure and fantasy straight from West Africa where I grew up.
Yeah.
But with a manga twist, you know, adventure, martial arts, giant gorillas. We got voodoo. We got a bunch of things.
Okay.
It's going to be great.
Why manga?
Why manga? Because I love the format.
Okay.
I grew up with what we call French bande dessinée, which is like Tintin, Asterix, and the like.
Okay.
But I just fell in love with One Piece. I fell in love with the way that they tell stories, the paneling, the composition, the speed, just the life that comes out of manga. I love it.
Yeah.
So I decided I would tell my stories through manga as well.
Okay.
I went to Japan a few times to ask them real questions about how do you tell a story in manga, because you know it's not the same as comics.
Correct.
You know it's not the same as bande dessinée. And so today I've started out, this is my first official series.
Okay.
And so I hope that I've mastered the rules of manga storytelling, and I'm here to get feedback.
Is there any part of you that is interested in bending the rules a little bit to make it your own thing? Is that
For
okay?
Sure. So I started out with the basics, but I also decided I wanted to keep the originality of my work. You know,
Yeah.
it's telling African stories, which are very oral. We have a very oral tradition in West Africa. We sing, we dance a lot, and so I wanted to keep that energy. So you see, for example, this page, the whole village is there. I tried to keep the intensity of African storytelling, ancestral storytelling. These are my grandmother's stories. So it's now a mix. It's sort of a hybrid in between manga and my own culture.
How long have you been working on this story?
I've been working on this for exactly 2 years now. The second volume is already out in France because that's where I'm based at, that's where I live. But it's going to come soon to the US by the end of the year. It should be translated to English.
I like it. So now, who's your artist? You're the art. So you're the writing?
I do the story. I do everything.
You do it all?
Everything.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. It is, because, you know, like, for a lot of people, they have the story, it's in their head, but they can't put it on paper, you know, to illustrate it. So your ability to do both, what kind of advantages do you feel like that gives you?
I have the last word on everything. Story, art, direction. I work hand in hand with my publisher to make sure that, you know, it's marketable and that we reach as wide an audience as we can.
Yeah.
But everything comes from me. And that comes with disadvantages as well, because I can't work as fast as some people that are maybe in a team, you know, with people that do the layouts and the inking and all that. I have to do everything myself, which is why I do short stories. It's going to be only 5 volumes because I'm aware of how much work it takes to publish all this. I do 1 volume per year.
Okay, that's smart. I love that.
But it's 240 pages.
Which is a lot of pages. So look, there's a lot of different things that say Red Flower on the table. Can you give me a breakdown of what the differences are? What are we looking at here?
All right, this is my main series, but I started out self-publishing. So this is an anthology.
Okay.
These are a compilation of short stories inspired by West African folktales.
Okay.
That's how I got my start in France. This is how I got scouted by my publisher in France.
Okay.
So I had done this as a crowdfunding project, and it got to be somewhat popular in France. So this is the continuation of those stories. So there's going to be one main storyline in 5 volumes. And these are things that I do in France to share my work and my culture. These are little prints with African proverbs on the back that share my characters, their values, and just give people information on the universe and what it looks like.
Yeah, I think that's dope, man. I'm gonna ask you a question I don't generally ask anybody I talk to, but in your head, who's your target audience?
In my head,
Is it you?
No. Well, I write first and foremost for me. I write things that I'd like to read.
Yeah.
But my real ambition is to write what I would consider a universal story. I'm in love with myths and legends. I love the Odyssey. I love those histories that transcend time and race and geography.
Yeah.
I'd like to write a story that everybody can enjoy.
Sure.
So there's something in this for everybody. There's adventure for those that like action. There's myths and legend for those that like the cultural aspect.
Okay.
There's a bit of philosophy. There's a whole bunch of things. A tiny bit of romance as well.
Okay.
I think
Just
it's
a
a
little bit.
well-balanced story. It's for ages 9 and above.
I was gonna ask that. What's the age range?
But everybody loves it. Yeah, adults, kids.
I dig it. So here's what I need to know. If someone is unfortunate enough to not be here to meet you, right? Because you're only here for a short period of time. How do they get the book?
How do they
get
books?
your work?
They can contact my editor, Fair Square Graphics in the US. You guys can get it on their website only.
Okay.
And the rest of my stuff is available on my Instagram. I do international shipping.
Okay.
But it's a shame that you weren't here today.
That's right.
I will be back next year though, because I had a lot of fun. I did New York before this. I did DC.
Yeah.
I'm off to Montreal and Japan next, but I will be back next year.
That's
I want
dope.
to meet more Americans. I want to see more of you guys.
Okay.
So I will be back for sure.
Okay. What's the Instagram handle?
The Instagram
Your
is
Instagram.
just Loui Art. Loui, no S, just Loui Art.
Just Loui Art.
You'll find me, Red Flower, you'll find me.
I love it. I love it. Listen, man, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate your time. I really
Thank you for
do.
your time.
Make sure you go follow Loui. Check out Red Flower. That's dope. We don't get a lot of that here where we are, but now we're getting it. And this is where it starts. Check it out. What it do, snackers and snackettes? Did you like what you just saw? Would you like to help us grow? Here's what you can do. Shoot over to patreon.com/loading snacks, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform of choice. Appreciate you.